What's happening, y'all? Today we're going to talk about breaking down this chicken, aka yard bird. Going to break it down into 8 pieces for you. Also, we made the bonnet along the way just to show you what you can do with the carcass of it all. But let's get into it. So first, you're going to take your chicken. What I like to do is I like to turn it over. You can kind of see where the wing, the little ball joint there is. Just cut along that wing. Same thing on the other side. Ball joint right here. Wing. Oh, the fun stuff fell out. The gizzards, the livers. Sometimes there's a heart in it, a chicken neck. Doesn't matter. Now we're going to go ahead on and take it and separate it. Kind of open up the leg a little bit. This little piece of skin right here. Going to take it, use our knife. Same thing on the other side. Let the knife do the work. You don't need to rush it. Okay? Flip it over. Now, this part right here called the oyster. I like to hold my thumb there and just push. And you're going to hear the pop. So you can see where that socket has separated. So now it's completely free. Now don't forget the oyster. So come around the oyster and then just follow the bone. Nothing crazy. Just that simple. Same thing on the other side. Pop it. Right along that oyster. Just ride the bone. Pause. All right. Now it's time for the other side. I like to kind of flatten it a little bit. Right here, you're going to feel there's a breastbone there. Runs from here all the way down. You're going to take your knife. You're going to go on one side of the breastbone. So you're freeing up that breast right there. You're going to go on the other side. And you're freeing up the other side of the breast. You're going to take your knife and go straight down the carcass, just ever so gently. You're not in a rush. One breast. Just continue. Exact same thing. That's the thing that I like about deboning chickens, especially for like someone's first time. They're both the same thing on different sides. And like I said, just follow the breast and the rib. You can't go wrong. Now to separate your legs from your thigh, this fat line right here tells you everything you need to know. So take your knife, separate it. Okay? Same thing over here. I would separate it. I personally like to keep my wings whole. Guess I'm old school like that. That's what my mother used to do. She used to keep the wings whole. She did not cut them into halves like they do nowadays. Here's a little cut that we did not go over because it's not necessarily a cut, but if you take your breast and you flip it over, you will notice there's this nice little tender. And you get 2 of them per chicken. So I'm going to take the 2 tenders and these 2 wings, make me a snack. But before I go, I want to teach you guys how to debone the thigh and the legs real quick. So for the thigh, quite simple. You just locate the bone that's running from north to south in the bone. Take your knife, just the tip of it. You just want to start separating the meat from the bone. Do not rush this process. Take your time. You flip it over, you do the same thing to the other side. Once you have it separated from both sides, you take your knife and you go underneath. You cut, scrape, scrape, scrape. Then you just cut that guy out. And there's always this little piece of cartilage right here. Just cut it off. You don't need it. You can't eat it. So just get rid of it. Okay. Gonna do it again with this other thigh. Once again, bone is north and south. Take your knife, just cut on side of the bone, flip it. Doing the same thing again. And if you notice, with my knife, I'm kind of coming in at an angle that way I could take care of the top as well as the sides. Now that you have it done on both sides, just take your knife, go underneath, and just cut, and just scrape. That way you get as much flesh as you can, and just cut the bone off. All right, now, this piece is a little bit more tricky. This is the leg, but it's nothing to be intimidated by. Take your knife. Once you cut through the meat to the bone, just take it and rotate it. Okay? Now, what I like to do is hold it by the end of the drumstick and just scrape. The reason why I like to do this is because now I have a clear vision of where the bone is. And all I have to do is line up my knife, once again, from north to south, and just cut. And we're going to do the same thing that we did to the thighs. We're going to take our knife, and we're just going to go on the side of the bones. But this one, you can kind of, once you get both sides done, just flip it over and pull this piece back, and that will expose the bone. And just keep going. Sometimes you will have like a little segment up here. No biggie. Just do that. Simple. You have these tendons. Just grab them. Just scrape the meat off, and the tendon will just release itself from the chicken meat. I'm going to do the next leg. Once again, take your knife, cut it to the bone, turn, cut it to the bone, and just repeat until you go all the way around. Turn. I like to grab the end of the drumstick and just scrape. Now you have a clear line of sight from the bone to the joint. See how simple this is? Now when you get to the joint, sometimes it's a little bit underneath. Just cut it. Don't be afraid. What I like to do is once I get it basically butterflied, I'll flip it over and grab one side of it and just continue to go around to separate the meat from the bone. And if you do it just right, that little piece on the chicken, it's right there. You know which piece I'm talking about. The little splinter toothpick looking piece. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. Drop it in the comments if you do. And you're going to take the tendons, you're going to hold them with one hand, and just use your knife and scrape the tendon. It will come off. All right, y'all, there you have it. You have your 2 boneless breasts, your 2 boneless thighs, 2 boneless legs, and your kitchen snacks that you have for yourself, which would be your 2 wings and your 2 chicken tenders. Please do not throw this away. This makes a terrific stock. Only thing you need to do is roast it. Put in a pot with some water, some aromatics, some vegetables, and just let it simmer. You will figure out your own path. Until next time, simple good food.